Hello guys, I'm Heather Markham and I am a cellular detox and alignment coach, and I am here on a mission to help hundreds of thousands of individuals and families learn how to transform their home and lives from being a toxic environment to a healthy and prosperous home and life. And today I wanted to tell you a little bit about what it is that I'm going to be focusing on for a bit while I'm in the process of building up my curriculum. So, the company that I'm working with right now has some solutions to basically help people eliminate toxic load, heavy metals, volatile organic compounds, pesticides. There's a lot of great products that you could find out on the market today that can help you with, increasing your nutritional level or maybe supporting individual organs, glands, tissues, things that you might need support systems with. But there's not a lot of things out there that can really help to detox other than the gut, which is kind of where a lot of people have been going lately, is that gut and brain health that a lot of people are focusing on right now. And granted, that is a very necessary and important thing, and we also work with something that helps with that as well. But when it comes to truly pulling out toxins, there's not a lot of things that are capable of getting to the bloodstream and getting to the cellular level to pull out stuff that's in the receptor sites and in the blood and in organs and tissues. When you go to get like a blood test to try to find out like what your heavy metal toxicity load is, it's just going to basically get it from the blood. It's not going to be getting it from, like, for instance, your fat cells that have it sequestered and hidden inside of the tissues there, or your organs, or receptor sites where heavy metals tend to land and lodge themselves so that your hormones don't have a place to go where they're supposed to be. So when our bodies gets overloaded with all of these toxins, well, it just follows that a lot of our systems start to break down. And the reason that I got on this health journey, I have a lot of reasons, but watching my mom growing up as a girl with her sickness and all of the things that she struggled with, and then later on becoming a mother and wanting to be able to help myself with my hormones. I wasn't able to even stay pregnant if I wasn't taking some sort of a hormone supplement that was going to help me to keep the baby before, my body would reject it. And so it was a big struggle. And I began to realize that a lot of my problems and health issues and the constant nagging pain that I was dealing with was due to toxins in the environment, pesticides. I started learning a little bit more about heavy metals later on in life, and, for instance, fungus and molds and things like that as well. And I knew that it was a problem, but I didn't know what to do and how to avoid it. And what happened early on, our oldest daughter was only about 3 or 4 at the time that we had to move from an apartment that we were staying at. It was kind of last minute decision. We had to get a place, and ended up that the landlord let us know that they were going to be selling the place and we needed to find another place to stay. So it wasn't very many months that we were there. But while we were there, and as we were packing to move, we pulled everything out from under my daughter's bed and realized that the entire wall had been filled with mold spores that was embedded into the wall itself and was coming into all of this bedding and everything that was underneath the bed and rising up into her mattress, and she had been breathing that for months. What followed over the next few years, her immune system was shot. She had a really hard time fighting stuff. When she got sick, she got it pretty bad. She had really bad eczema for a while. She had started having issues with being able to metabolize gluten. She began to have problems with her hormones, and as she got a little bit older, depression set in for some strange reason, and she wasn't able to focus and think clearly, and she began to even have thoughts of wanting to commit suicide at one point. And I started taking her to a therapist around that point, trying to figure out what was going on, and it just we would find solutions that would help for a while. I ended up around that time getting back into the emotion code and learning emotional release techniques that really helped me with her, I think, far more than some of the traditional therapies were working for her. But we were still coming up with problems with her health and her hormones not working and her cycle not being normal and her inability to, work with gluten. And I ended up going to a chiropractor who also did a special energy healing treatment using Nate to basically help her be able to metabolize gluten, which was amazing. And then I ended up learning methods myself for doing things like this. But still, we were coming up with the same old problems. And when she ended up getting sick, and we found out that she had a bout of mono and Epstein-Barr, and then she ended up with COVID. And every time she got sick, it was twice as long than any of the rest of us. And she really had a hard time getting over it. With COVID, she was sick for 7 weeks. And I was just beside myself trying to figure out what to do. We worked on as many natural sources that we could to kind of help her immune system. But later, I ended up finding out that there were things that could really help that I didn't know about. And I started her on something that was supposed to help with her heavy metals and help with the mold toxicity. It was supposed to be a zeolite, but it wasn't doing what I thought it was supposed to do. And around that time, I talked to my cousin, Chris, and let him know what was going on. And he let me know that my uncle had actually started on a regimen to help him with a pretty scary diagnosis that he was given. And he ended up getting a lot of help from it. And shortly after starting this product, which was zeolite, he ended up going back in for testing and found out that there was no more trace of this bad cells that had begun to replicate in his body. And because of that, he was now on a mission to tell people about it and to help as many people as he could. And he let me know, this could probably help your daughter with this thing too. And so I began to research it, and I got on board. We got what we could. And the biochemist had been teaching us all about what this stuff was capable of. And he partnered with another scientist who also had discovered a type of silver that also helps to remove toxins, including fungus and molds and stuff. And we started her on that as well. And things just started to happen. She started to get better. She started to wake up in the morning. She wasn't needing the alarm clock as much, and things were just working. And it was really, really a cool miracle. And then we had some problems with, at the time, the way the company was structured. The CEO started having some issues, and we ended up having to move on from that company and moving to another company. And our biochemist just was really getting frustrated with all these different companies just failing him and not allowing him to present his product the way he needed to, or being shut down. And so a couple of years later, we basically just said, you know what, Rik, just start your own company. You've got the manufacturing. And so he decided that he was going to do that. And so I wanted to pursue this, and I knew that this was something that I wanted to be able to help my clients with, because as I saw this helping my daughter and begin to help me with my clarity, with my focus, with my health as well. My pain had started to leave. I knew this was something that I needed to share as well and offer it, because I'm on a mission about detox, because we get bombarded with so many things in our life that is not serving us. And yes, we have stuff in the home that's a mess, but we have stuff in our environment that causes problems, and it bogs down us at the cellular level. And in my calling of what I want to present to people, I want to offer a solution in every aspect of life, in every part, within your marriage, within your home, within your relationships, within your ability to recognize your identity and your gifts and your values, and within your health. And as I want to be taking people through this process as a coach, helping people to align to the things that serves them most and eliminate the things that do not serve you, I wanted to be able to offer something in the health sector that was going to be able to help people to get healthy and allow their bodies to do what it's supposed to do and heal naturally. And this is in such alignment with what it is that my mission is, that I absolutely had to bring this. And not only is it something that can help you with your health, but it can help you with your finances. And I'm like, I need something also to be able to help my people, not only with the mindset, with the skill set, but also solutions, because, we're being bombarded with so many economical strife and so much angst out there that it's just having a plan B, having a fallback, something that's going to help us get through these times, is something I think is also very important. And being able to share this with people and know that it can be something other people can share with other people, and not only help them physically, but also help them financially, that's something that's worth talking about and worth promoting. So anyway, I wanted to let you know my website is avinihealth.com/prosper your home. That's where you can learn a little bit more about what it is that these solutions can do for people. And you can also meet our biochemist there. He has some videos. I can also send you some links if you want to ask me some questions and tag me. You can email me at heather@prosperyourhome.com. And if you'd like to make a session, I am offering open sessions for people to basically get to know me, try an alignment session, ask maybe some questions about what it is that I can do for you. Maybe if you want to talk a little bit about your health struggles or your particular issues that you're going through, you're welcome to make an appointment with me at heathermarkham.org/call. And I'd really like to be able to meet you and help you out with your issues, and eventually work with you in my curriculum and offer you whatever it is that support that you need to help your mind, your body, your family, your society, your health, and your finances to prosper. So, all right. Thank you so much. You have a good day.